Good afternoon. My name is Christopher Surridge, originally from Vancouver, British Columbia, beautiful BC. I've been living in Monterrey, Mexico for the past 13 years and giving classes in various situations to various levels, giving classes in company classes, business English, as well as to particular classes, general English, to all ages and all levels. So yeah, basically this is my video for you guys to give you a little preview of what my teaching experience is all about. So I created this, which is this is a verb tense chart, which is obviously to make it easier for students to understand or how to use the verb tenses properly. So basically, what I have here is, you know, you have the present, past, and future on the top, and on the sides here you have the simple, the continuous, the perfect, and the perfect continuous. And what I do is put it into a chart from 1 to 12, which are all of the different verb tenses, and try to teach them a little bit easier on how to use each one by keeping it very simple. And how do I do that is by going through explaining one by one, obviously. So the present simple, what is the present simple? Obviously we're talking about something that happens on a general basis. I mean that happens currently, or how can I say that? That happens in general, right? So basically, I kept it very simple by doing the sentences from 1 till 6 to keep it kind of short. You know, don't want to ramble on in this video. So these are the 6 sentences I came up with. As you can see, it's very simple. In every country they play soccer. So the number 1, which is the present simple, is I play soccer, right? Simple present tense. I play soccer. When does that happen? Well, it's something that you do generally, right? So that's general. Simple present is general, generally speaking. The second one I have is number 2, past simple. I played soccer in high school. Yes, so it's talking about what you have done in the past, or well, not what you have done, but what you did. Obviously, I played soccer in high school. The third one is the future simple. I'm going to play soccer after work. And the reason why I put going to instead of will is because using will, you know, a lot of students learn to use will and they say will with, you know, every time they want to speak in future, which is for me kind of strange. You know, they sound kind of robotic. So I try to get them away from that and go into using going to in both the simple and the continuous. After that, going on to perfect and perfect continuous, I try to get them going back to using will, to not have such long sentences and kind of strange sounding sentences, right? So the third one, I'm going to play soccer after work. It's something you're going to do, or something that will happen in the future, or in the near future, or in the further away future, if you will. So that is the first 3, and then you go on to the continuous, which starts with number 4. So number 4 I have here. I'm currently playing soccer in the evenings. Currently I put in there because currently is a great word for them to be able to use from the beginning. Obviously explaining something that you are doing at the moment, in this general moment, not in this moment, but in this general moment. Could be today, tomorrow, yesterday. So that's why I put currently in there. Then you move on to number 5, which is the past continuous. So what I have for number 5 was I was playing soccer this morning. I was playing soccer this morning was something that you were doing in the morning. You're explaining an action that you were doing sometime in the past. In this case, in the morning. So that is the past continuous. As we move on to the future continuous, I kept using going to, as I explained before, just to keep things a little bit more interesting instead of using will all the time. I usually tell students, we try to, in the first two here, we kill will. So in the simple and the continuous, we kill will. So yeah, for the number 6, which is a future continuous, I have, I'm going to be playing soccer next Monday. So we're talking about something you're going to be doing in the future, obviously an action happening in the future, something that is planned. Using going to is usually for planned, something that you have planned for the future. So that also is used for excuses. I mean, if somebody says, hey, can you come to my party next Monday evening? I can't because I'm going to be playing soccer next Monday evening, if it were. So that is basically one thing that I have created from my experience teaching English here in Monterrey, Mexico for the past 13 years, among other things that I have invented and that have really helped out a lot with students in order to start being able to speak using sentences. And this also works, you know, to start mixing up the verbs. I mean, you know, to conjugate the verbs, and also to start using, turning them around into question form, and then answering those questions. So it's really a great tool. And this is a tool that I've been using for the past, I guess, about 7 years since I created it. And it has a great success in students that I have been teaching. So that's it. That's my video. Nice to meet you. I hope I can teach with you guys. It would be great. Please let me know. I'll be here waiting for your answer.